trying to tell a story about the worst day of my life here. Right now, I'm actually editing something that happened just over a year ago. It's taking me over a year to talk about this. We're living in this apartment on the Gold Coast, and they just jacked the rent up by $150 overnight. If we had an extra $150, we wouldn't have been living there, that's for sure. So I had to suddenly get a real job, you know, like a real job that pays me. My brother-in-law, he offered me a cleaning job. I was like, oh no, I don't know how to clean. Executive function, ADHD, I could not clean. I didn't clean very much. I just mushed the dirt around from like here to there. And then it's like, I don't know why the sponge isn't working. And I'm just like the worst cleaner. Not clean, I was afraid of it. Nothing like being in a substantial amount of rent debt to boost your confidence levels, to give something a try. He said that he can train you up to clean some houses. He was cleaning like a mansion. Yeah, it was like 5 rooms, 5 bathrooms, upstairs and down. Now this client employed him clean his house twice a week. Then he goes, I'm going away for 2 weeks. I'm like, whoa. And he's like, can you please do the house? Whoa. For those 2 weeks, whoa. I'm watching myself right now innocently go off. I have a very important day. It is my first day cleaning big house by myself. I had to scrub showers. He's trusting me, 5 of them, a rookie, to like work this dishwasher, to take care of his house clean. I had an oven. So I took the oven door off. I'm having some trouble putting the trays back in. I think something's a little sus. I don't know what these are for, but they're serving no purpose. Also, I have to work a dishwasher. Just does a normal house clean. And I have to remember how to put pieces back on. And he had been doing that for years. My brother-in-law sent me a video on how to do it. Just riddled with fear. So I'm gonna have to like watch the video while I'm doing it. That I was going to be a cleaner. It's my first time unsupervised, break anything, forget anything, destroy anything, or panic. Talking myself through it. It's a 5-hour job for him, and he's been doing this for 7 years. I need to be done by 4. But if I start at, it's already 10 to 9, I'm gonna be late. And then here's me just going through the worst case scenarios. And I'm nervous about the alarm. I think that I'm going to mess the alarm up and the alarm's going to go off. I'm just not confident about working the dishwasher, having to change doonas. I don't even do that at home. My biggest thing is I need to remember to go to the job. This is the pep talk I gave myself. It's not that I don't think I can do the job, because I had 2 full days training. It's like I know what to do. So I'm either going to have an epic fail story, or I'm going to come back onto this camera after the job and say, you know what, things have changed. And then here's me with my great idea. I even have a few ideas of what I'm going to do with the shower doors. I'm going to do the morning fresh white vinegar mix. This is the story. The worst 2 weeks of my cleaning career.
So much gross dust.
I have a very important day. This turned out to be all my fears. Turned into sludge and mud. Plus the fears that I didn't think of. And I can think of a lot of fears. It would be good if it was a different colour. Here's me telling myself, oh, don't be silly. Saying it can't be that bad. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? What happened to me today? I couldn't open the front door. Keys and me do not match. One of them turns this way and the other one turns that way. So one's clockwise, one's anti-clockwise, and there's 3 keys. And then it got stuck. And it got stuck real good. And I was there for a couple of minutes just trying to get the key out of the lock of the front door. I hadn't even gotten in yet. And I thought I might have to call my brother-in-law, who's away, like in a different state, and say, how do you get the key out of the door? That'd be a dumb thing to say, because the answer would be just try harder, because, I mean, he's probably never had that problem. But the problem is it finally opened the front door, but the keys got jammed in the door lock, in the next door lock. So then the key was stuck in the door lock. So I opened the door forward, and I can hear the alarm. It's going beep, beep, beep. Like, I wasn't super prepared to turn the house alarm off. I wrote the house alarm on my arm. Like, I've got 10 seconds to write this code in, but I didn't want to go in the house without having the keys in my hand. For some reason, I thought I could lock myself in the house. I don't know, that's what happens when one panics. So I fought with the keys while this alarm was doing this countdown. And I finally got the key out of the door and I had like 1 second left. Good thinking, had the code on my hand, beep, 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 did it, and it said disarmed, and I was like, wow. And that was what I was like. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do the bit that I'm the most confident with. And I thought I would get the soap scum off their glass doors. You know the Dawn vinegar method? One of my last videos where I did that on a house inspection and it worked very well. Well, I thought I'd do that one here. So I got my Morning Fresh and the white vinegar. I mixed it and I was gonna squeegee all the glass doors, and there was 5 of them. This plan, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna make it tiny, I'm gonna use the squeegee, it's gonna save time, and they're gonna look great. Well, I put them into this bucket that I thought was a bucket. Oh, apparently it leaks. It's not the kind of material that can hold liquid. And guess what it had in there? This thick goo, complete potent Morning Fresh. It had 1 full cup of white vinegar and 1 full cup of Morning Fresh. Like no water, and that's how you're supposed to get the soap scum off with this thick goo. And I put it into this bucket and I thought, this is great, this is all working. And all of a sudden it was all over the floor of this bathroom and it leaked and it was all over the floor. I was like, oh, I better clean this up. And the more I tried to clean it up, the more foam got, and it just got foamier and foamier and foamier. And I'm like, this is thick and it's all over this bathroom floor. And I had to get on my hands and knees and use up almost a whole roll of paper towels to try and dry it up. And I was like, hope the kid doesn't come home today and slip on that floor. Anyway, then I poured what was left into another bucket, and then I put the Morning Fresh concoction on the shower glass doors. Well, at least this is gonna work. It did work, but I couldn't get it off the glass doors. It's a great method to get soap scum off, but it just takes too long to get the residue off. It doesn't look streak free. It took me 20 minutes to do 1 shower on my ret inspection when I was practicing. And I thought, well, that was kind of dumb to try at this house with 5 bathrooms. And I went to try and be extra efficient. I got my squeegee, dunked it, and I squeegeed both sides of the shower, and then I ran into the next bathroom, did the same, ran into the next bathroom, did the same, ran into the next bathroom, did the same, ran into the next bathroom, did the same. And I thought, well, by the time I get there, I can then take it off, and then the soap scum will be off because you have to leave it. I realized my mistake, that you should not do that on a house clean unless you've got like 1,000,000 hours to spare on the first bathroom. And I thought, you know what, I've got another 4 of these with this goo stuck on it. And I was on my hands and knees trying to get it off. Finally got it off the floor, used most of my microfiber rags. Took ages to get it off the doors. It looks fantastic. They're so nice and shiny. It's definitely a good method that it works, but don't do that on a house clean you're getting paid for. It just takes way too long. Oh, that was stressful. And I had to go back into the bathroom like several times, more marks of residue on it. And then as I showered it off the door, it was all stuck and foamy at the bottom of the shower now. And I thought, they're gonna slip in this goo. So it took ages, they didn't have good water pressure, and I'm just trying to get this stuff off. You get it on easy, I couldn't get it off, and it just took so long. Wipe the thing, I reckon it took 20 minutes a shower. So how many hours is that? That's like at least 1.5 hours of showered doors. Which I saw my brother-in-law when he does the shower doors, it only takes a couple of minutes. He just spray and wipes it. And I was like, no, I'm gonna like get the soap scum off. Like how silly to think that I had a good method. But I was so stressed that I ended up just cleaning the toilets real quick, and then the guy called me. That's just typical, isn't it? So the owner of the house called me, and I had my hands in gloves cleaning one of his toilets. He called and I had to answer it. So I had to quickly take my gloves off, get my phone, say hello, and then he said his son's coming home. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I just had to let his son in the house. I took my gloves off in the rush because I'm thinking I'm only in the first bathroom and I've only got a couple of hours to finish this entire house. I basically wasted my first 1.5 hours. Now somebody's coming home. So in the haste of answering this phone call, I ditched my gloves, and then I'm like, I don't have time for gloves. And I just got stuck into the toilet, bare hands, but nothing fazed me. I went from bathroom to bathroom having the exact same combination of this stupid goo won't come off doors, spending 1,000,000 years trying to get the fluffy residue out of the bathroom tiles on the floor. I got on my hands and knees in every single bathroom and scrubbed and wiped. I was like a maid on the floor. I just didn't care at that point. My shoes were soaked in water. I was inside the shower at one point. My whole clothes were wet. My hands had toilet stuff all over them. It was just go time. Then I finally made it downstairs, and my next nemesis was the dishwasher. And I can't believe how fast and how well I packed that dishwasher. Probably a 20-minute job. I reckon I did it in 6 minutes, because all of a sudden my sensory issues just were not priority anymore. I didn't care. There was slop, there was food, there was gross, squishy, sensory things all over, and I didn't have gloves, but I was able to just switch off my fear for another fear of messing up this entire house clean, and that fear was greater than my sensory issues. I just had old food up to my elbow. I was picking it out of the sink. Doesn't matter, we're doing this. Bathroom, bare hands, toilet, bare hands, and then I forgot to wash my hands. So I don't know if I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. Oh, and then I went into the parents' shower, and it's a massive shower, and I thought I'll get rid of this horrible sticky goo solution to get down their shower, because it's like a big open shower, probably the best place to put it. Anyway, it just then foamed all over their bathroom shower, and then I feared that they will slip in the shower because it's got morning fresh, like that's dishwashing detergent, like dishwashing liquid or something. And I was like, I know, what if they go have a shower, slip, fall, get hurt, and now they can't work? All because I wanted to do this TikTok hack. That's on me. So I was on my hands and knees, and I used about 10 microfiber rags, the rest of my white absorbent rags, whatever. I used up so much stuff, and I was on my hands and knees in their shower. I don't care what was on the floor. I just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed until it was bone dry, and I was soaking wet, and I did not care. I just kept testing the shower floor for slipperiness. I really hope that when they have a shower and the water hits it, it doesn't foam up and they do slip, because that's just put a fear right through me. Well, I'm sure they're gonna have a shower tonight, so if I don't hear anything by tomorrow morning, imagine if I made them slip, or because of this I wanted to make their shower doors extra nice. It's not worth it, guys. It's just not worth it. Shower doors are not worth it. But the house looks great, and I can't believe I did that in 5 hours. Oh, I must have just wasted an hour and a half at least at the top, maybe more. Oh, and the doona situation, they didn't have any. I just had to make the bed. I didn't have to put any sheets or doonas in covers. All the things that I feared were not a problem. It was the thing I was most confident about that was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. Shower doors in every bathroom absolutely look stunning, but they don't know what cost that came at, because I scrubbed like the wind. Well, I'm going back to clean again on Friday. If you hear from me again I'm making another video about that clean, nobody slipped in the shower. So now I've basically got to wait from Tuesday to Friday to feel okay. Well, everything went well on their end. If I had just done the doors the way my brother-in-law taught me, I'm a little in shock. I really thought I was there at least 6.5 hours, but I was there for 5. That's what worries me. How did I do that so fast? Oh, day 1 solo doing a job by myself. Oh. Me, I'm just emotionally shattered. I found out yesterday that this office actually opens at 7:30, not 9 a.m. Well, that was stressful. I was always under the impression people come in at 9. I get there, the boss is there. Straight after him, 2 ladies walk in. They probably think I'm full of germs and gross. Oh my goodness. 3 more workers came in. When I got there, the painters were there, so they told me that they left. I just finished mopping. I had all the doors open to air dry. And when I came back to shut the door, I saw this whopping big footprint. The only thing that's changed now is I don't have to go home to my parents. It just means somebody just walked in.